In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the HySi podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Well, happy President's Day, Mason. How are you?
Thank you.
How are you celebrating today? I know it's one of your favorite holidays.
This is my favorite
love
holiday.
Martin Luther King Day.
I love it.
Everyone knows you love Martin Luther King Day.
Everyone
one of your
does.
favorites. You
Yes.
take the whole day off.
The whole day,
You
yeah.
always do something special.
As a matter of fact, I take this day off too.
yes,
the whole day,
you did
yeah.
the whole day. So what are you doing to celebrate President's Day?
I'm gonna go see Lego 2 today, right after the podcast. Yep, I'm gonna go see the
That's-
sequel. And ironically enough, I have not seen the first one, but I heard it was great. That's what I've heard.
The first Lego movie was amazing. I heard the second one was good too.
Yeah, it's got an 85 right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's getting
so-
great reviews, but you haven't seen the first one. The first one is really good.
Yeah, I heard it
You're
was
missing
like
out.
surprisingly good.
You are missing out.
I know.
Will Ferrell's in it.
Well, I mean, voicing it? or-
No.
Oh, he's in it.
Actually,
in it.
he
Wow.
voices the character and he's actually in it. Yeah,
pretty impressive.
It's surprisingly deep. It's a deep movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's it'll get you going. But yeah, President's Day.
Yeah.
We're also in a national emergency,
We also,
yeah.
yes, we are. It is an emergency.
which
a
I
national
wanted
emergency.
you. Yeah, I wanted to get your how you
My hot
holding
takes
up,
on
How
this?
you holding up on the emergency?
I'm in a panic. I
It's,
went online and bought, the bunker food and everything.
I bought
'cause
a
we were in
bunker.
an
I'm
actual bunker.
having it shipped. They're gonna They're gonna take dirt out of my backyard, put it in, put dirt back in.
Right.
Typical
That's pretty
bunker.
impressive.
Yeah.
You must have had a pretty good cash flow.
We're in a national
Jeez.
emergency.
I
I mean, it's
know.
not. No, I took a second mortgage at him.
Second point, right?
Yeah,
right.
I had to.
I mean, who cares? We're in an emergency. We're probably not going to make it anyway. So.
When the shit hits the fans and the nukes drop, money's not gonna be.
it's not going to be an issue.
It's gonna be.
You're
on
gonna.
the- it's
we're
gonna
going
be-
back to a barter and
It's
trade
gonna be
system,
the Beanie Baby,
right?
baby
Yes.
system. Beanie Babies are finally gonna be worth. I've been stocking up for years. Someone told me
That's
they're gonna be worth
smart.
millions someday.
They are. That little
It's gonna be the
ladybug Beanie Baby that
car-
everyone
yeah.
said was
The
going to be
Princess-
worth $1 million.
The Princess Diana one.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding
Don't
me
get
or what?
Started.
Throw that bad boy on eBay a
Oh,
few
yeah.
days before that national
Oh,
crisis
yeah.
is over.
Yeah, but so we're in an emergency right now. Does it feel like we are?
I can honestly say it doesn't.
I know, not what I expected national emergency to feel like. I
no.
really thought
I figured
we
a
were
little
gonna
bit
get
more
one.
panic.
Yeah,
Panic is the word I was looking for, but
because we have lived through other national emergencies.
We have.
9/11.
right.
That felt
That
a
was-
little more.
That felt
that
a
one
little,
felt
more
real.
dangerous. Yeah, I would say so.
This one felt more like a nonchalant kind of.
It's like,
yeah.
we're in emergency right now.
I heard Trump immediately called national emergency, then immediately got on a plane to Mar-a-Lago and was seen on the omelet line as soon.
Jeez.
When it gets crazy, you got to go hit the omelets.
You do.
Before
You
they're
have
gone.
to before they're gone because you
gone,
never know.
You, gotta
You never
go.
know. Who knows when you're gonna have time to make an omelet in a national emergency? Gosh,
Well,
as long as it's ham and cheese, I'm okay. Get that ham and cheese omelet
I
going.
could go for a good. Yeah.
Don't throw any green peppers in it. Don't ruin it. Just ham and cheese.
Really, not a vegetable guy, huh?
No, I'm not at all.
Really,
Yeah.
I like a little spinach in my omelet.
Spinach, you
Spinach?
nasty
Oh,
fuck.
what?
Really, spinach.
Wow, you're just going for the straight protein, huh?
Oh yeah, that's all it is.
Hey,
That's all it is with me, man.
That's a
Eggs and
pretty
cheese. Let's
lame
go.
fucking omelet.
Saturated fats and proteins. That's it.
Hey,
I'm a big boy, man.
We're not here to talk about the national emergency, though, right? We're not.
I thought this was our political podcast.
No, that's after.
Oh, that's
we do
after
that
this.
after.
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
No, this is movie news, not
Movie,
national
yes.
crisis move.
No.
Or news. Yeah,
So the world could be falling apart,
could be.
and I hear it is. We don't leave this basement often.
No, we do not.
To be
no.
clear, we are
No.
not sure what's
We're already
going on.
bunkered down before that national crisis started.
Yeah, we have a small window that we
do.
It just goes straight out to some shrubs, so we don't get a great view on what's going on.
No.
For all we know, it could be a national emergency. It could be Mad Max out there.
Damn.
Yeah, it very well could be, but we don't know. But movie news in the Hollywood industry, it keeps ticking on.
It does.
No matter what, and
It keeps trekking on, man.
yeah, and we got
That's
to
all
keep
it's about.
we got to keep talking about it. So that's what we're here for, right?
We are. Do we want to start with that? That sad news?
Oh yeah, I didn't have it on there for any reason, but yeah, were you aware of actor Bruno Ganz?
I was actually, and I gotta admit, it was just essentially from him playing Adolf Hitler in.
I only know him from the memes on the internet.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
okay.
ton of memes.
You haven't seen the film?
No, I've never seen Downfall, but I will
dude,
definitely.
We have to watch that. It's so.
I've
good.
known of it though before his death
Yeah.
because everyone talks about it. It's like the role.
You know what I was really shocked of too, because I went on Twitter for this, and I tweeted something on our page about rest in peace, and I was really expecting just one person to comment something really stupid like how could you say rest in peace? He played Adolf Hitler in a movie.
yeah,
It's
that
like,
would-
okay, here we go.
I mean,
But everyone was
I
pretty
didn't-
friendly
yeah.
on Twitter, so like that's nice.
But that's a crazy role for a German actor to take.
Yes, very.
That
and
is
dude, he was very very authentic
He
in
was
his role
very
too, man.
good. Yeah.
I believed him.
And I've seen the most powerful scenes on YouTube and everything because it's like I said, it's an internet meme now or whatever. But man, he is good. It's crazy.
Yeah, he really got into that.
And
role, too.
the only scenes I've seen have been in German, no subtitles or anything. So without even knowing the dialogue, you can still see how powerful those scenes are. But yeah, it was because it's the last days of Hitler, right? It's right before.
Yes, it is. And he's getting manic and crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's a really good
I gotta watch
movie.
it. 77 years old.
And they even do the
R.I.P..
famous dog scene. Did you hear about that in history? How Hitler even put his dog down. He gave him cyanide right before they do that scene.
Oh yeah, he killed everyone.
yeah,
He made
it's-
his help and everyone.
Oh right, and then they killed their children in the
Yeah.
bunkers too. They poisoned them with cyanide.
Well, the
It's
Nazis, a
crazy.
lot of them were very dedicated. There are a ton of them.
It was essentially a giant cult.
If
That's
you haven't
what it
seen
was.
Band of Brothers,
Oh yeah.
which is an amazing TV show, but there's a scene towards the end, the very last few episodes, where they're going in the town leading up to the Hawk's Nest or whatever
Right.
it is, and they're going to the town, and then because he's surrounded by all the rich Nazis and everything, and they're all fucking dead, killed
Yeah,
themselves.
all of them.
Yeah, just
Yeah, they
cyanide-
actually
yeah.
believed in the cause.
Oh, crazy Nazis.
Yeah.
When will they learn? Well, they lost a good one, I guess, today. The Nazis? I don't know. I don't know if they looked up to this guy.
No, I wouldn't say that. I
Do you
wouldn't say
think
that.
skinheads look up?
They
do you
probably
think
know on that.
skinheads looked up to this guy? I mean,
No, I would hope not. You know.
he portrayed a very good
portrayed
Hitler.
him,
I mean,
yeah, he
that's
did.
probably the closest thing they're ever gonna get. To.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
maybe
To
they
reincarnation. Yeah.
Maybe it's shitty to talk about, but maybe they did really love that movie and thought this guy is.
Yeah. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't like to remember him that way as influential towards the Nazi party, but you know.
I'm just saying it's possible, but he was not a real Nazi. But a great actor.
Yeah, he was
R.I.P.
very good.
That's
77's fairly young too, man.
Yeah.
In this day and age. I mean, that's probably the average life expectancy for a male. I think it's 76, but
2019. That's one down.
oh, there have been more than that.
Oh
haven't
yeah,
there?
yeah. There's been more. I can't think of any, but
Neither can I. But there have been.
what about we gotta get into this breaking news?
Okay, which one?
Breaking news: Punisher and Jessica Jones.
Oh yes,
canceled.
canceled. Yeah, I did have that on my news too.
The last,
Which come on, Cash. You got to be honest. We saw this coming.
everyone
saw it coming
saw it
with-
coming,
with
but
Luke
to
Cage.
officially do it. But I did not. I thought we would have maybe got a Punisher season 3.
You really thought so? You think
Man.
that would be the only one they'd keep? Did
Yes.
you even watch season 2?
Oh, I'm currently watching it now.
I couldn't watch season 2 because I knew it was going to get canceled. I watched the first episode and I'm like,
What does that mean?
Because like I wanted the series to keep
each season,
going.
feels
like a new
right. Yeah,
right.
I mean, you
feels
know,
like a new season or a new show.
Maybe that's why they cancel it because people are like you wouldn't watch
Well,
it.
maybe you shouldn't announce that you're going to cancel all these.
They
shows.
didn't announce it. They just announced it.
Okay, but they canceled Luke Cage. They canceled Daredevil. Which why would you cancel Daredevil? Daredevil was awesome too.
It got its season though. I would have liked. It got its 3 seasons and a Defenders season, which was pretty much a Defenders.
I was not a huge fan.
No,
of
either was
Defenders,
I. No.
Yeah,
but yeah. So that's. I mean, Jessica Jones is getting a 3rd season. Why would you not assume that
the Punisher was? Yeah, that's true. Good.
Although
point.
Jessica Jones is, I think Jessica Jones and the Punisher are their 2 best. Well, Daredevil, I guess.
Yeah, Daredevil was pretty good too.
But yeah, crazy. It's ending.
I still haven't watched Jessica Jones either. I need to watch that one, but
yeah, you can watch the first, second.
okay, I got to bring up something. This is on a side note. You know me, I love that New Zealand humor, and it's not even necessarily New Zealand, but I love that foreign humor, that dry, witty humor, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, there's this show. It is one of my favorite shows on Netflix right now, maybe my new favorite show. It is hilarious. It's set in 760 AD.
It's funny time.
But they also make like current event references. Mm-hmm. It's so funny, dude. You have to check it out. It reminds me of Watiki, the director's humor.
Are you ever going to tell me the title of this show?
It's called Norseman.
Oh, I've seen it.
It's
hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
I'm in the
dude.
2nd season.
I just finished the 2nd season. It's so good.
It is.
I've been wanting to talk to you about it for weeks, but I had to finish the show.
It's a total satire of Vikings.
Yes.
It's
and they make
really
like
funny.
subtle Game of Thrones references. You'll see in season 2.
Yeah.
And they even reference Trump. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's really good. Norwegian.
It's so
a Norwegian comedy.
Norwegian.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it's super funny. Yeah,
I love that sense of humor. That is my favorite.
It's so random because I randomly clicked on it. Like I haven't
Same.
seen anything about it. Like literally, I've never even heard of it or anything. I clicked on it and it was hilarious. I did not expect what it. Yeah, it's really funny.
That's the exact same way I did too, dude. I just randomly clicked on it and I could not quit watching it. And it's renewed for a 3rd season. Thank God.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't know why more people. I don't know why they haven't advertised this show more. Like it is funny. It is so well written too.
It's so funny, and just the shit they talk about and their Vikings because they all have like these like current problems and everything. Yes. But it's so.
And then like
I love
like
the
with
scene
the
where the guy
slaves,
comes
the
out.
Subhumans.
He comes out with the horns on his helmet because they never had a helmet, and they're all giving shit. They're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It's fashion. All right, fashion is taking risk." And it's just this big long talk about it. But yeah, it is really funny.
So
Check it
good.
out. Yeah. You were a Breaking Bad fan, were you?
I was a huge Breaking Bad fan.
I still haven't seen Breaking Bad, which is
so surprising to me because I really think you would love this show.
But it was just too hyped up. There's just too much talk about it. I couldn't get into it. It was just built up to where
I might actually watch it again.
Well, you might need to because there is a Breaking Bad movie sequel. I mean, I think people have already talked about this, but it's official.
Following Aaron Paul's character.
It's going to come out on Netflix first, then AMC. Original writer, show creator, and the guy who's probably going to direct it also.
Don't you think that should be the other way around? It should come out on AMC first and then Netflix?
I don't think so because I think Netflix is producing it now.
Oh, I see.
So I think they have the rights. Because after it was on AMC, I think Netflix has all the rights to Breaking Bad now because they've had it on Netflix forever.
Right. That's true.
But yeah, so that's what I heard. I think it's going to come out on Netflix first, then AMC.
But AMC, how much can they get away with on TV? Is this going to be like a PG-13 movie? Because, dude, this needs to be rated R.
AMC can get away with
a lot more.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Because they're like a specialty channel.
Especially because it's a one-off. Because they can get away with like 6 F words a season and stuff. Yeah,
really?
Crazy stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But because this is a one movie, I'm guessing they'll be able to do
whatever they want.
Yeah. I mean, probably not full frontal, but I mean, we can
maybe
hope,
not. I guess.
Bryan Cranston not confirmed yet.
No,
of course he's dead. I mean, spoiler.
Okay, you know that.
Spoiler alert,
so I was like, that was real awkward for me. I was like, do I say it? No, he.
Well, that's another thing that I haven't watched it where that was spoiled for me almost immediately when it happened, which it was impossible not to.
Right, but you knew from the very first episode from the first episode of the first season.
I hadn't seen the first episode.
No, I know. But you know he's going to die because it comes out that he has stage 4 cancer. So
but that's not how he dies. He doesn't die of stage 4 cancer. Spoiler alert.
Okay, no, he doesn't. But I was just saying, we knew the character, his ultimate demise.
Well,
was
I didn't
going to be
fucking know
death.
that. I didn't know that. I won't tell you how he dies, but
You should watch it though, dude. Breaking Bad's awesome
still, he can come back in flashbacks or whatnot.
Yeah,
you would
of course.
think, but I'm sure
because he had a huge influence on Aaron
Bryan
Paul.
Cranston, he's a cool enough guy.
Jesse Pinkman, bitch.
Yeah. I never got into it.
That's too bad.
Never got into it.
Damn shame, Crouse.
We had a real life Breaking Bad growing up in a small town in Washington. So
Remember
we
that
gotta see
pizza shop they got busted for putting weed in their pizza?
Oh yeah.
You'd call and ask for a special, and
I
got
heard it
busted.
was meth that
They were putting in the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude! I
Get people
thought
hooked.
it was just.
Get people hooked.
Well, I guess so.
That
It
pizza
makes
place
sense.
was way too popular because the
It
pizza
was
wasn't
super
very good.
popular.
The pizza was not
Yeah,
very good.
no.
But yeah,
So
I'm starting to
funny.
think people weren't buying pizza from there.
No.
And they were just buying meth. But yeah, real life Breaking Bad. Come on down.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm excited for this. When's the set release date? I can't see from here. My glasses are off.
I have no
an old
idea.
man.
I don't even think they started.
No, it'll probably be out in 2020, my guess.
But it's set. It's following his breaking out, I guess.
yeah. At the very end, we see Jesse Pinkman drive off.
Okay.
And he's like crying, mad, kind of whatever.
Crying,
So
big pussy. All right, what do you got for
movie news? So interestingly enough, why the Bohemian Rhapsody cast wasn't happy to start filming with the Live Aid scene. So did you know that they started? I didn't know this until today, but they started filming with the Live Aid scene. It took them over 5 days to do. They built this giant stage.
It doesn't surprise me. I'm getting out the hardest seat first. I mean,
That's a tall order though for all those actors who like aren't used to playing music like that.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
for 5
yeah.
days straight.
But I
doing
mean,
that
they
and
did,
trying to keep the energy.
They
levels
did some.
Up is
They did.
tough,
They did
man.
rehearsals and everything. I mean,
Right.
they didn't just
Yeah,
hire
yeah.
them and be like, "All right, guys,
all right,
you got to play
go
Queen."
and dance.
You guys seen Queen before, right?
Yeah,
they did it.
Just mimic whatever he's doing.
But I mean, there was a ton of rehearsals and stuff.
Yeah.
But they didn't like doing that, huh?
No, they didn't. It was just madness on set for 5 days, and then some of the band members from.
It was literally just copying exactly what they were doing. Like I couldn't even imagine an easier job.
Yeah, but the choreography and the timing has got to be tough.
Yeah, but I mean,
to have all those moving pieces.
yeah, but it's not like you. I mean, there's no dialogue or anything in those scenes. At least if it's just the band part.
No, it's just like shooting a giant music
Yeah.
video, essentially.
Yeah,
You know,
so I don't.
But if you're not a musician and you're not used to shooting a music video, how monotonous do you think that gets? I mean, dude, you're singing the same 2 or 3 songs all day long, doing the same thing over and over and over, and
Yeah.
you're probably lip singing and running
You're a
around
fucking
and
actor.
dancing.
That's what actors do. Go maybe work in a Stanley Kubrick movie. You're doing 4 days of the same scene in a row.
That's true. Yeah.
These guys got to suck it up. Come on, they're not digging ditches out here. But yeah, didn't. I mean, arguably the scene worked out. It's a great
It did.
scene.
Yeah,
It's a great scene.
It was awesome.
I mean,
almost
yeah.
verbatim. Yeah, from the actual
It's-
Live Aid event.
so I mean, at least he knew, I guess, somewhat what he was doing. Have you seen all the Oscar controversy?
What?
I
Jeez.
mean, the Oscars are just
What a joke this has become.
not since Kevin Spacey have I seen a company or a single entity make so many bad choices
for
back
real.
to back to back. They have not done a single thing right
No.
since I don't know, January of last year. I
No,
mean,
seriously, nothing. right.
everything they come out to do, they're trying to improve the Oscars because they had horrible numbers last year. They're trying to make it hip and relevant again, but it's just blowing up in their face.
It's not, man. They're acting like complete idiots. Like I want to know who the PR team is for this.
It's like guys that have never seen a movie
Exactly. It's astonishing, like how just
before. Yeah. The whole reason
idiotic this whole thing is.
the Oscars is to,
Celebrate the actors, celebrate the directors, celebrate these
Celebrate
people.
everyone, the entire industry, the people that make the
That's
movie.
what I was getting to.
and
But-
so originally they said they were going to give the category cinematography, editing, best makeup, and sound. They're going to do that during commercial breaks. So
How fucking disrespectful is that? This whole event is put on for those people, and then you don't even show it.
But it's not that it's
It's
a
disrespectful.
huge thing is editing. Editing is such a key part of a movie.
It's
industry.
huge.
You would not have a movie without editing.
Without editing.
And
there are 3 parts to any
Just
film:
the fact it's a-
pre-production and post-production. Man,
It's ironic that they're editing out editing of the Oscars.
Right.
But the fact that it's in cinematography,
Are you kidding me? I love that category
So do I,
myself.
yeah.
I want to know which film wins.
And makeup I do also, and special effects. I want to see all that shit. All these parts play a big part in making a movie. Without any of these parts, a movie wouldn't be made. But to do it's so...
I mean, what bozo over there at the Academy thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
I'm talking some mad shit, so I'll never get one of these. Which I wouldn't
Whatever.
expect to
At this
anyway.
point,
I don't care anyway.
At this point,
dude.
it's becoming. It's like the
it's
Grammys.
so ridiculous.
No one cares. I mean, but everyone came out and said, directors, cinematographers, everyone signed this huge letter. Tarantino, Scorsese, Brad Pitt. They all fucking came. Alfonso Cuarón, Christopher Nolan, Michael Mann. They all came out. George Clooney, Robert De Niro, Elizabeth Banks, and signed this letter. Pissed? Oh, they all said that they wouldn't go unless they showed all these things during TV.
Good for them.
Yeah, so it's...
And you know what? You need big names like that to stand up and say something. Some
they
influential people.
The decision. Now they're going to show them all live. Yeah.
Great. So they made one right decision.
After being
fudging
called
it up
on it, yeah, it's not really a right decision if you stupidly made the wrong decision first.
What are they thinking?
I don't know.
Do they think like bad publicity is good publicity?
No,
or
they're
any
just
publicity is good, or are they just that?
They're thinking
out of
money.
touch?
They're thinking regular people don't want to see, but regular people I don't think are watching the Academy Awards.
No, it's the people who like really care about the films and want to see who actually wins.
That's what it is. I mean, that's all. It's all about. Yeah, give me links to all these people and how.
Let's go through the short list of how many controversies they had. So they had the whole Kevin Hart thing, and then they had the whole debacle with drawing a mind blank. What was the other thing? I just had it.
About I don't know.
They had something else too.
I know there have a ton of shit that's gone wrong. A lot of people are backing out. Queen originally said that they didn't want... The actual band Queen said that they weren't going to play. Now they said that they're back in. I think it's 11 days till the Academy Award. The host... It's Seth MacFarlane, I'm pretty sure.
No, they're not going to have a host. They've come out and said they're not going to have a host this year. Dead serious.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's no host for the Academy Awards this year.
Oh my God. Well, now I may just watch because it's going to be a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Who's going to be coordinating these things?
Who knows? It'll just be a voiceover guy, probably. And now, the next award for
give him credit for hosting or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, exactly. At least give that guy something, because that's not an easy
crazy
task.
Oh my God. Hey, I got a feeling they're going to be hiring next year, the Academy.
Yeah, I would say so.
We are looking. We'll be more than happy. I promise you I will make the right decisions to get the Academy back on track, because this Hollywood Foreign Press...
Are you sending your resume?
If you're listening, Hollywood Foreign Press... I mean, come on. No fucking host. I mean, in the 91 years of Oscars, has there ever not been a host?
I think one time, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Since like 1996 or something like that. It's just nuts.
Well,
best of luck.
Yeah.
To the Oscars. I mean, that's all we got there.
I mean, I can't believe it. I probably won't be watching.
So we did talk about this a few weeks ago, but it wasn't official until now. But now it kind of looks like Bumblebee is now officially the start of a new Transformers movie universe.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah.
Hasbro came out and said that, right?
And can I be honest?
Yeah. Please do.
I don't mind going back on my word. After the last night, I said I never want to see a Transformers movie ever again. Mm-hmm. And then Bumblebee came out.
I would actually
it was good. I would actually like to see. I don't like to, they probably don't want to call it a reboot, but I would really like to see this again, a sequel to this, because this was really good. This is the way Transformers films need to be made. So, I don't know about you, but I am on board for this.
It was. I liked it a lot, but I hope. I mean, it's just they're gonna fuck it up.
You think so?
Make it too big. I mean, for one, it doesn't. It's gonna stop making sense if they keep it in the 80s. And it starts getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, how the fuck have we not heard about all these things happening?
True.
True. I mean, because when Transformers came down in the first place, it was a big fucking surprise. Unless they're
unless you do like the comic book version where it's a different universe. It's an alternate universe.
That's what I was saying too.
Yeah.
But didn't the first one kind of make nods already too?
It did.
Because they already talked about Optimus. So,
right.
But I guess they could Halloween it and say none of those things ever happened or whatnot. But yeah. I don't know.
Because it did really well, man. I mean, the budget was what, $115 million, and they made $463 million foreign and domestically.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty good.
They're doing all right, I hear. They're not hurting for money.
No.
But yeah, Michael Bay is probably pissed.
Well, I mean, he's the executive producer.
Oh, is he?
So yeah,
so
I mean,
mind.
he's doing fine.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm getting paid for this. These are still my babies.
Do you got any other? What else do you got?
Well, you know what? Do we do our? It wouldn't be a movie news.
Yeah.
Without what?
Let's hear it. Star Wars.
Okay, so I have a few things. So earlier this week there was some rumors, some speculation that Rian Johnson, his trilogy that he was going to direct of Star Wars, like a spin-off, like something else. We don't know what it is. It's an untitled project as of right now. But there were rumors that he was not going to have it.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out via Cinema Blend 4 days ago that actually is not the case. He is still set to direct his own trilogy in Star Wars.
Really?
Which I'm excited about. I like The Last Jedi. I thought it was a different take on it. I'm here. I'm ready for the ride.
I like him a lot. He's a huge Star Wars fan. If anyone's going to do it justice, I think it's going to be him. A lot of people hated the fucking Last Jedi.
Yeah. Which
it has, the more I watch it, it's such an odd film where it has some of my favorite scenes in the Star Wars, in the Star Wars, in the entire second, and it has some of my least favorite scenes. So it's such a weird blend of that. But I'm glad. I just saw that the Mandalorian finished filming.
Yes.
So
that was another piece I was going to get to. Yeah,
so
I cannot wait for that.
So that will be in post.
And you know what? Like, I love Boba Fett, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how much you could have done on his story. So I'm almost happier with a Mandalorian story, a live-action Mandalorian story. I mean, we don't know what it's about necessarily, but
do you think
it's not
going to be about Boba Fett?
No.
You don't think?
No, I don't think it will be.
Why? Why do you not think that?
I think it will be about the Mandalorian race, the Mandalorian people.
I think it's going to be about... Has it, or is it... They were shown a picture on set of him.
But that's not Boba Fett. That's not his outfit.
I thought it was. I thought,
or unless Boba Fett's in a new outfit and I wasn't aware.
I think it's before. I mean, it's before the other one, so it's going to be whatever his first outfit was.
Oh shit! So it's Boba Fett as a young man.
I'm almost positive. I think it's good. Yeah, it's the Mandalorian, and he is the Mandalorian. It's not just called Mandalorian.
I thought this was set. Okay, I thought this was set back a ways.
No, I think it's him. I mean, they could definitely show a lot of Mandalorian scenes or whatever, history, but what I always thought was that it was about Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
See, there's a picture of Boba Fett. So they're going to get into the whole... That's what I thought. Oh, yeah.
That is right. Okay.
So they just...
Wow, breaking news upon breaking news, I suppose. Well, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, his armor looks a lot more fresh in that picture than it does in the originals.
Well, I think it's him. Of course, we have no idea how old he is.
In the originals?
In the originals.
Yeah, he's probably 50 or 60.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, hopefully, because by the way he died, you would think he's the best fighter of all time.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm hoping maybe he was like 80 and he was just having a senile
he was having an off day that ended up, ending his life.
He just ended up fucking up. It was going to happen sometime.
It had to. Yeah, it had to eventually.
But yeah.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, so hopefully he stays out of all Sarlacc pits and whatnot.
Yeah, doesn't stay anywhere close. They'll probably make some funny reference 4 episodes in where he comes next to one. He's like, "Oh, don't get too close." I'm not fucking with that. Yeah, he jetpacks off.
He says, "Only an idiot could fall in one of those things."
Yeah,
yeah.
God, that's funny.
But so we get So we're at least going to get another trilogy.
We are.
From Ryan.
Yep.
We're going to get him The Mandalorian.
And we're getting episode 9, obviously.
And we're getting episode 9.
Which, come to that, the wrap part, it just officially wrapped. last week. They shot their last day.
They showed the picture. Did you see the picture J.J. Abrams posted?
Yeah, of all three of them hugging?
Hugging,
yeah. That was awesome.
And everyone was lucky. Gotta say, looks like they're back on Jakku.
It does. I think something's going on there.
Everyone, she said she was gonna come back. But everyone was like dissecting that photo.
Right,
it was
yeah.
blowing
It's
up.
so I can't do it, dude. I stay away from all of it. I just want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want any more fan theories. Because you know what? All these snooty Star Wars fans who are like, oh, I've got it figured out. Blah, 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 blah. Well, none of you did.
And then they get
literally
pissed.
none of them did. And then they get mad about it. And it's just a cycle of just anger and hate that I'm like, I'm good. I just want to see the movie. I like them. I love Star Wars for it is what it is. Whatever Disney does with it, I like it. So...
Yeah. Did you see, or we'll move off Star Wars, but did you see Zack Snyder came out and said where he was going was better than Flashpoint.
Yes,
it was going to
that.
be.
Yeah.
He said we'll never get to see it, but he said it was fucking awesome. Isn't that?
And you take his word for that.
Fuck no. What's he gonna say? What's he gonna come out and say? I had no idea where this was gonna go.
Right.
I mean, but I mean, how full of yourself do you have to be?
Or a confident man.
Yeah,
Confident in his craft.
to make two very mediocre films. One was
At best.
outright horrible.
Yeah.
One was bad, and then come out and saying this was gonna be a fucking piece of art.
Revolutionary.
I just needed
break
5
ground
films
everywhere.
to get there. I
Yeah.
just needed 5 really bad films.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's what he says. He says Snyder left a single word in the response of asked if we would ever have seen Flashpoint. He just said it would have been better, or he just said better. Better.
Okay. Very vague in his response, too. I mean,
Why?
it didn't give us a whole lot of substance there.
Because he has none. He has
Right,
no
he
idea.
doesn't.
I mean, better than Flashpoint. Why not just make Flashpoint when everyone loves Flashpoint?
Right.
Why not?
Why not just do it?
Yeah, why not just make Flashpoint? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. He's still talking about it. For some reason, they still allow him. I mean, he damn near crashed the series.
Yeah. So you're a science fiction fan, right, Cash?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the I believe it's 1986 film Dune?
Oh, yeah. We have to talk about it. This was definitely
Because
going to
everyone is getting cast in this, and I'm curious because I've never seen Dune.
Oh, man. Well, first,
the original.
First off,
I know it's a novel.
it's yeah.
Yes, I know that. Yeah.
It's the amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
And this actually wasn't even in my
amazing.
movie news because I'm not familiar with Dune, but I figured you would be. So.
Yeah, but this. Oh yeah. Well, the David Lynch Dune. It's kind of a cult classic. It wasn't super good, but the novels are amazing. I've only ever read the first Dune, but this is the most excited I am for any movie. By far, it's like Star Wars for adults. It's such an awesome.
Excuse me?
And everyone.
What was that reference?
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars
Star
for
Wars
adults? So what are you calling me, motherfucker?
I'm just saying this
I know.
this stuff. It's hard sci-fi. It's Denis Villeneuve, the guy who directed Blade Runner, and he's my favorite fucking director.
Yeah, he's directing this.
Oh yeah. He's
Oh
directing-
god,
and
it's gonna be
everyone,
great.
the cast right now.
The cast is insane. Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa just got cast. Josh Brolin,
Timothy Chalamet,
is playing the main character.
Oscar Isaac. Dave
Oscar
Bautista.
Isaac, Dave Bautista. It's
God, dude.
everyone that I currently fucking love.
Is in
cast
this
movie.
Yeah.
But this is a movie that people have tried and tried to make, and it's been extremely difficult because of how dense the novel is. And the David Lynch movie was it did not hold up or whatever. It was a bust, I would say. But it's a cult film now. But there's been a ton. Have you ever heard of Jodorowsky's Dune?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen? There's a documentary of originally in like the 60s. There was an indie director. His name was Jodorowsky that was gonna make it, but it was the most expensive. It was gonna be amazing. He was gonna have Pink Floyd do all the music. He was gonna have Pink Floyd and Magma, who are another progressive rock French band, do. So every time you went on the planet where Dune is, they would play Pink Floyd. They would do all the music.
What?
And then when you go on another planet, they would have this another rock band. So it was gonna be. But then they're also gonna have Salvador Dali, the artist, the surreal artist. He wanted to be the most. He said the only way he was gonna do it, he was gonna do $500,000 for 5 minutes. He said the only way he would do it is if he was the highest paid actor of all time.
Jeez.
Yeah, if you don't know Salvador, like, he's the surrealist artist, but yeah, so it was gonna be super fucking expensive, and they're getting into, and it was gonna be amazing, and they ended up canceling the whole thing. And
God, that sucks, man. Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, it would have been fucking awesome.
Pink Floyd on a soundtrack. Were they gonna write music specifically for it?
For Dune? Yeah, they were gonna do all the music for it. Yeah.
God, that would have been awesome.
There's a ton. It was.
When did the plug get pulled on that? I mean,
it was
not like year wise, but like how far.
It was close. They had.
Production were they?
It was close to where they were gonna film it, but it was just so over fucking over budget.
Yeah.
There's just so
that no studio would probably back that.
Oh, it was crazy. So what was gonna happen is he was gonna pay Salvador Dali because he was gonna play the king, and he was gonna do 5 minutes, and then every scene after that would be an animatronic playing his part.
Oh, jeez.
Because they couldn't afford that. And that way he would still be the highest paid actor of all time. So, and it was all this crazy shit that was going to, it was so much, even in like the 70s, 60s, it was so much money. But it was like, you have to watch the documentary because the documentary is amazing. But they get.
Where's the documentary? Is it on streaming services or anything?
I don't think it's on streaming. You can find it online, but it's a really good
documentary. It's probably on YouTube now.
But the director, Jodorowsky, is still alive, and he talks about it. But it was, if made, it was going to be one of the best movies of all time. But they ended up pulling the plug. It was even back then, it was expensive.
Damn.
But yeah, now that it's finally being actually made, though.
Right, and the technology's so much better, like CGI and stuff, that they could pull this off.
Although I do love David Lynch's Dune. If you haven't seen the 1960s,
I haven't.
It is good.
I'll check it out.
It is really good. But yeah, this cast is insane.
Side note. And I know you'll be proud of me for this. I finally watched Incredibles 2.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did. I liked it a lot.
It's amazing,
I could not believe how good it was.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really stupid to say because everything Pixar and Disney does is great. But
Incredibles 1 is one of my favorites.
I just think, yeah, exactly. I just didn't think a sequel could hold up as well as the original. But it did.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
And that Jack scene when he's wrestling the raccoon, that was so funny, dude. It was a good scene.
Awesome.
I was like, wow.
It was good. It was touching at some parts. Yeah. It was kind of heartfelt, but yeah.
And it taught some good lessons too, in the meantime.
And I love the 1960s vibe that it has. All the stuff. It's
like with the Incredibles car too.
And even the sound. They have the Batman-esque intro, and they're all singing. Yeah, it's awesome. Good. Finally watched it, huh?
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. So if you want to go watch Incredibles 2, it's on Netflix. Everyone. Do it before Disney Plus comes, because then you're going to have to pay another $15 for another subscription.
Disney and Netflix have this really weird relationship, and that's why a lot of people think they're pulling all their
stuff.
But they keep adding movies on.
I know. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's.
I think essentially you have to have some sort of relationship
Last Jedi's
with
on there
Netflix.
now also.
Yeah, it is. I know. I need to watch that again. I haven't watched it since the theaters. Granted, I did go see it 5 days in a row in theaters. Shout out to MoviePass.
That was the golden days.
That was the good days. I'm going to look back and tell my kids about the days of MoviePass.
No, they won't believe it.
They won't believe it.
It was only like a 6-month period.
It was.
I mean, it wasn't like.
But it was the best 6 months of my life.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Because, dude, I just went to the movies and I dropped $80. And I'm like, oh my God. For 2 people. Yeah, $80.
What were you spending?
Crazy. Tickets and food, man.
It's crazy.
You know how Cinetopia is. Gets you.
Aquaman passed Batman vs Superman at domestic box office.
It did. And Jason Momoa is stoked for this.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking bet. I'd be pretty stoked too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure he's getting some payoff.
Oh, he's getting payday. Yeah, he's making 10, 20 million probably.
Good, but that's good. Good superhero movies should make good money. I mean, Superman versus Batman should not have made that much money.
No.
I had no idea, and it's crazy that's just now. But I haven't looked up. But this Aquaman's got to be killing at the
foreign. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But you know what? They took a risk on Aquaman. We originally were very skeptical on this, but you know what? They took a risk and it paid off.
Yeah.
And I liked it much more than I thought I did. I mean, is it the best DC movie? No, I still think Wonder Woman takes a cake, but it was good. I was surprised, very surprised at Aquaman. So good on them.
Hobbs and Shaw also just finished it.
Awesome, dude. Yes. I cannot wait for this.
They just announced it.
I know.
I mean, it probably only takes 30 days to. But you think they're going location and stuff? Who knows?
When they put together like a 3-minute trailer, I'm like, hold on, you guys just wrapped? So you guys have already shot all of that already? Jesus.
Yeah.
The movie's going to be like 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah, and they're probably going to come out next month.
Yeah, well, it actually does. It comes out in a couple months, doesn't it?
Does it? I don't know how they make these things so goddamn fast.
I know. You got people on set editing as they go.
I know you're looking forward to that.
Oh, I cannot wait.
It's going to be
It is the most realistic take on action movies I've ever seen, ever. Yeah, and street racing.
Street racing.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. The
it.
first one was about street racing.
Right,
Fast
that's
and
right.
Furious.
And the drifting and stuff.
The drifting. Remember when they used to drift? Remember when it was all about the race? It was all about living your life quarter mile at a time.
Living your best life.
Quarter mile at a time. Now what? Now they're spies somehow?
You're jumping off like skyscrapers with a Jeep-looking car.
They're racing submarines.
I guess so, yeah.
If the boys back in the hood could see them now,
Gosh.
they wouldn't believe it.
They wouldn't.
Humble living to
living
fighting
in
Dubai.
superhumans. Yeah. What a transition.
Good
for them.
Good for them, I guess. I mean, that's really the drifter's dream. And you really get into drifting, hoping that someday you'll be able to make it to the spy game.
Right. Yeah. That's what you hope. That is the end goal.
An odd arc for a franchise.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
That's a movie that's, that said the only way we can keep making money is if we have to make this twice as crazy each time. And now it's just, you can only get so crazy, right?
I guess. Cash, are you a Rick and Morty fan?
Yeah, I'm a fucking Rick. What am I, a freaking normie? Of course I'm a Rick and Morty fan.
So you'll like to hear this too, because you also like Loki from... obviously Thor.
Low key, right? I like low key.
You like being low key?
Low key, I like Loki.
Well, that Disney show that's the only one that they've confirmed for Disney Plus is like the spin-off Loki show.
Yeah.
Well, the writers for Rick and Morty are going to be the writers for the Loki show.
You're talking about
the Disney Plus?
Yeah, but the writers you're talking about
from Rick and Morty.
But not... Who's the fucking head? The guy, the creators, Dan
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, well, that's fucking Loki.
That's Loki.
But Justin Roiland, Dan Harmon. They're the creators of Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, right? But the writer from Rick and Morty. So whatever one of them.
A writer, right. Not Dan Harmon.
No,
who are the creators and writers.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Can you give me a name on a writer?
Michael Waldron.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy I've never heard of, but he writes Rick and Morty, so he's got to be funny, I guess.
That actually is a very misleading headline.
Yeah, because Dan Harmon and
right
Justin Roiland are the main.
I don't know why my computer keeps doing that. It's making me nervous.
You're freaking me out.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm excited.
We'll see. Are you going to subscribe to it?
Fuck.
For Disney Plus?
You know what? This is not movie news, but I guess we're headed. I did a free trial of the DC universe.
How was that?
For one, I gotta tell you, Doom Patrol is fucking awesome. Yeah, it's good.
The hell up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep. Brendan Fraser.
Are you pulling my fucking leg right now?
I'm not pulling your leg.
Wow.
Brendan Fraser, he's back. He's fucking good. He's awesome. Yeah, you gotta. It's sad.
It's not April Fool's, man. So
this ain't April Fool's. I ain't pulling your chain. I ain't joshing. This is real. You gotta watch it. It's good. There's only one episode. They're only coming out with one episode a week.
Oh,
yeah.
So they're doing the whole Hulu thing. Well, because they want you to subscribe. They're like, yeah, here, have a month free, but you only get 4 out of the
that
12
DC
episodes.
Universe is just worth the $5.99 a month because you can watch the entire Batman animated series remastered Blu-ray on it, and it looks fucking amazing, and it holds up 100. I started watching it. It is
that
amazing.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Can you watch the Justice Leagues from when we were a kid?
Yes, all the animated.
Really? They have all of it?
Yes.
Dude, okay.
Justice League Unlimited? Oh, yeah.
It's only $5.99 a month?
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Only.
But remastered Batman animated, that's worth it right there.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Yeah, you got to. But Doom Patrol, good. And you haven't started watching Umbrella Academy?
I have not yet, but I heard it's pretty good too. Yeah,
It's a lot like Doom Patrol,
right?
They're both team-esque,
Okay,
but, yeah.
I think you'll be super excited for this, just as excited as I was. But HBO's Barry season 2 finally gets a release date. It's in March for season 2.
Big time for Barry. I love Barry.
I love this show.
Me too.
I love this sense of humor
awesome,
again. It's just that very
I've seen
dark.
the teaser for it.
And I heard it gets darker too.
Well, the teaser that I saw, I don't know if you watched it yet, but it's about he's running like a one-man play about him killing.
Right.
So he's trying to,
he's trying to
which is never a good idea. If you are a killer,
if you are a murderer,
there has been people in the past who have been like profiles or whatever that have written stories about killers and then being in being the killer.
Right.
Which has happened. It never works out.
No, it does not. Right. No.
I mean, I guess they say write what you know, but if you know just criminal stuff, probably don't write it down.
No, I would say not.
I would say steer clear from it. But I can see where that's going to go. But I'm excited for it.
It should be good.
Barry season 2, and that's coming out in 2019, right? That should be coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's coming out next month in March.
Wow.
Yeah, so
March.
they were literally
March,
like,
and then
let me drop this bomb on you
Barry,
next month.
Then fucking
Game of Thrones in April.
What am I going to do? That's a lot.
It is. It's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in. However, we will be doing that officially.
Oh, yes.
The Game of Thrones episodes.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to add that in. We may actually hold off on, may do movie news every other week or something. Because we got to do that Game of Thrones because it's only 6 episodes.
Oh, yeah, we have to. We have to talk about it.
My brother's rewatched it twice, Tanner.
My dad's rewatching it again, and he's rewatched it at least twice. Yeah.
Crazy.
I guess he just forgets everything. I know. I don't know if I can go through a full rewatch.
So, I know, right? So we love TV shows, and since we're on the news of TV shows, I'm going to tell you what gets released in June. Are you ready for this?
June.
Dun, dun, dun. Handmaid's Tale Season 3 in June.
I saw that. Did you see the teaser pic for it? It's like there's like an army, and they're all lined up of handmaidens.
Ooh, shit should get interesting now.
I hope so, man. I hope they're fucking finally.
I hope there's some happiness in this show.
Happiness. I don't care if they all die, but just some fight back. I can't.
Yeah, you can't take the suppression any longer.
I can't. Yeah. It's just wearing me down.
It's so depressing.
And I know I'm not the one dealing with it, but it is taking a toll on me.
It is, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It really is tough.
But I really do think this is going to be the season where they start fighting back. Start killing everyone.
Yeah, why not?
What do you have to lose? They're going to send you to the fucking colonies.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to die of radiation poisoning anyway. Yeah.
You might as well take a couple people with you on the way down.
Right. I'd rather get that quick and over than that slow, agonizing death.
Oh, bro. That movie has made me think about it. Like, made me think about what I would do. And
right.
I would literally just take one night. Because one night, everyone's sleeping. Go house to house. Start stabbing people.
It'd be so easy.
I mean, yeah, you're going to get caught.
Eventually.
But take 20 people with you.
Exactly.
I mean,
they're all evil, sadistic
and those
fucks
are all the
anyway.
high-ups. That's Gilead.
Who's
like,
doing it.
Exactly.
And then they break their own rules anyway. Because they're such pieces of shit. Which is always the case with leadership like that.
So take a couple lives.
Yep.
Drive a car into a fucking house.
Yeah,
or something.
take some notes from
do something. That's all I'm asking. Just
God.
Blood has to be shed.
I am excited for this, though, man. I really do love this series. I think it's a great show.
Me too. It's one of my favorite shows.
It's like,
one of my favorite shows currently right now. Yeah. By far. It's just super powerful. And everyone I've gone to watch it has gotten hooked on it.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows where you just have to watch, and you're gonna be so frustrated watching
the whole time
because it's just so much injustice going on.
So much, and that's the biggest thing that frustrates me. I hate injustice.
It's a heavy show. Yeah,
yeah.
I hate when justice is never served or whatever. So it's just all these people doing horrible shit and getting away with it.
Right.
Constantly with no. I mean, it's. Talk about Nazis earlier, but it's exactly that. Where it's just people doing horrible shit and just getting away. But I'm excited. Oh man, I'm excited for it. That might be one where we have to talk about why it's on, or give a review for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And just.
Well, I'm down to start doing TV shows too. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, so
to do those as side piece too. So, well, I got this too for you. Despite rumors, Harley Quinn is likely to return for Suicide Squad 2 after all.
I figure. How could you not?
How could you not? How could you not
She was the
have her in the second one?
She was the most popular. I mean, she was arguably the only good part of Suicide Squad.
Definitely.
But I think James Gunn will use her in a good way, though.
So do I. Do you think Leto comes back to play the Joker, or do you think that's over?
How do we know? I doubt the Joker will even be in this one. I really do. But I don't know. It'd be weird. It would be weird for another recast of a Joker.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Right, it is.
Just because, especially because they're also
Joaquin Phoenix too coming out.
Phoenix shows up as the. Yeah.
Baru? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'd like that. I'd be very happy. I haven't even seen it, but
yeah.
Gosh. Well, it makes sense though that she's coming back too, because she's got that Birds of Prey movie coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's later on. That's going to be like 2020 or 2021, but still.
That's after the new Suicide Squad?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Birds of Prey is coming out in like 2020.
Really? Because they've already done so much pictures and whatnot of the scenes, it seems like.
February 7th, 2020.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, when I bet Suicide Squad is 2021.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Suicide Squad is
coming out before.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some other cast members from Birds of Prey show up.
Yeah, August 6th, 2021 is the release for Suicide Squad 2. So.
Well, yeah. I'm excited. I love myself some Margot.
I like her too. I think she's great.
Have you seen this trailer for this movie yesterday?
I have.
Man, it looks fucking
It looks
amazing.
really good, man. And what a great concept. I mean, how fucking stoned do you have to be to come up with this sort of concept?
It's Danny Boyle who's directed just a ton of really good like action films and stuff like that. He's an amazing director, but I'm excited. What a cool premise, I thought.
It is a great premise.
Yeah.
I'm actually super jealous I didn't think of this.
It's a pretty simple premise, but
it is.
Yeah, he's directed Slumdog Millionaire, 127 Hours.
That was a great movie.
Steve Jobs.
127 Hours was one
Train
with...
Spotting, one of my favorite movies of all time. But 28 Days Later, that's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Yeah.
The vampire one.
But yeah.
Or not vampire, it was like a zombie one.
Yeah, but you know
vampire.
What a killer soundtrack this movie's going to have.
Yeah.
It's, for people that haven't seen it, it's this guy who wakes up one day, he's like a failed musician, right? And he wakes up learning that the Beatles never existed.
Right.
So he starts copying all their songs or whatever. And that last scene where the guy introduces them and he's like, here's two people, and it's fucking and looks like John Lennon.
Yeah.
Oh man, that movie. I'm very excited for that movie. That movie looks fucking amazing.
It'll be great. When does that release?
Yesterday.
Yeah, because the trailers just came out for it, so I couldn't assume that it would come out anytime soon.
I would say it's got to be 2019.
Let's see, 2019. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah,
it's
June
in post-production right now.
June 28th.
Yeah, so not too far away.
Not too far away, yeah. That'll be a fun movie.
Man, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Definitely one that will be on our radar.
Oh, for sure.
To review.
Well, all right. You got anything else?
Not really. I mean, the movie that we're reviewing this week is the Alita
Battle Angel. Right. So look forward to that. I'm sure it's going to be a good one.
And it actually did better in the box office than what they thought opening weekend.
Oh, it beat what else? It beat Lego Man.
It beat Legos, yeah, by 6 million.
Yeah. Well,
it also beat Isn't It Romantic, that one too as well. But I figured.
But that's kind of surprising because it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, good point. So
maybe people over the romantic comedy craze. No. God can only help.
It kind of looked funny because it was a pun on. Look, I'm not a huge
emergency. If we're gonna say,
I'm not a huge fan of romantic comedies, but it looked like it was funny because it was a trope on itself.
Hate the rom-com,
even if it's a trope on itself.
I get it. It's satire.
It does kind of look funny.
I didn't see the reviews for it though.
Neither did I, and that's what's scary.
Yeah, I didn't see
It's probably just awful, I guess. Let's see. No, 68%, pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's good for a rom-com.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially one like that.
But I
think Rebel Wilson's funny.
I like Rebel Wilson.
I think she's really funny.
She's really funny. Yeah, she's hilarious.
I think she's talented. So it must have worked out.
I'm maybe might see it on Tuesday or something. I'm probably not going to go to the theater and see it though.
No,
I can imagine.
It's one that you kind of watch on Netflix after, or whatever.
Exactly. Or
you're like bored.
TNT
you're like, oh, this
on a
is
Sunday
fun.
or something. Yeah.
Not only that, but it's 1 hour and 28 minutes. So it's like I'm not going to pay $16.50 to sit upstairs to watch an hour and 28-minute film.
You can't.
And watch it at home.
Who's got the time?
I don't.
In this economy?
No way.
Can't do it. Frozen 2 coming out.
I have not seen Frozen 1. Or just Frozen. Whatever. Frozen 1.
Yeah, they didn't come out saying it was. I don't think it was a trilogy.
No, to start out with, Frozen episode 1.
Honestly, I didn't get the hype for it. I liked.
Was it that good?
I liked Moana way more.
I haven't seen Moana either.
Moana's way better. Soundtrack wise, Moana. If you're gonna see a Disney movie, see Moana. Which
How
is on
is
Netflix.
The Rock singing?
Good.
Really?
That soundtrack is amazing. It's Lin-Manuel Miranda who did all the music for the Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Who's super popular now.
Yeah, right.
He's doing
That's a giant production. Did you hear about that scare that they had in San Francisco? Where
the Hamilton? He's
yeah.
not even doing it anymore. I mean,
Well, no, but someone had a heart attack during the show, and then someone thought that the guy got shot, so they screamed "gun," and the whole place was in a panic and ran out.
Is that because every time of Lincoln, every time someone dies in a theater, someone's getting assassination? This is the only place it happens.
Bro, could you imagine how scared you'd be though? Watching that's always like my biggest fear: going and watching theater and hearing someone scream "gun" and then having everyone stampede.
How would you
out.
not know it was a? I mean, how? That's for one. The guy that yelled,
It's irresponsible.
Gun, the guy that yelled,
very
gun
irresponsible.
should be. I mean, there should
be arrested.
There should be
because that's
like yelling bomb in an airport.
Exactly.
I mean, for one, you're gonna hear a gun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
I mean, unless the guy it was a silence kill, the CIA maybe involved. I don't know why someone would be killing a theater actor.
Just a random person. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but no, I did not hear that. So I guess people panicked. Right?
Yeah, and everyone was like trampeding over each other, getting out. No one was killed or anything, but
what about the guy?
I don't know about the guy. Yeah, I don't know about that guy, but everyone else was okay.
He must have been all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Last little piece of news that I have. This is the last one I have today. Bond 25 script is reportedly getting a rewrite from the Bourne writers. So it was originally
I saw.
Yeah, it was originally set to be in theaters in February of 2020. They push it back 2 months to April.
That's usually not good.
No.
It's better that's happening before they're shooting it.
Right, and that's what they're saying. They said there's some major problem. Well, the speculation is that there's some major problems with the script.
Yeah.
So that's why they're hiring the people from the Bourne trilogy
Bourne
to
has some of the best
this.
writing.
Yeah,
I mean, the
really
first
do.
3 at least. But yeah, it's usually not good. Bond 25, that's a big Bond.
Yeah.
And have the last one definitely underperformed. It wasn't my favorite Bond.
What was the last one?
It was Skyfall.
Skyfall.
No, Skyfall was not. It was Skyfall. Then it was.
Not Casino Royale. That was like the first one, right?
Yeah, that was the first.
See,
one.
I haven't seen Skyfall or I haven't seen Skyfall or I saw Casino Royale, but I think that was the last one I actually saw.
You haven't seen Skyfall is probably my favorite Bond of all time. It's one of my favorite action movies
All
of
time?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Skyfall.
Oh, Spectre.
Spectre, yeah.
Spectre, yeah.
Yeah, Spectre wasn't my favorite, but Skyfall, that's the peak. That's Javier Bardem's. I mean, that's what put him on the map.
Really?
He plays one of the best bad guys I've ever seen. And the bad guys in Bond films, they're always like the main part of the movie.
Right.
They're always crazy eccentric, but Skyfall is one Bond film you have to see.
I'll check it out.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely worth it. But yeah, rewrites. Not good.
Never a good thing,
No.
but good thing it's in pre-production and not in production while they're doing those rights.
25 James Bond films.
Insane.
Daniel Craig's still doing it, even though
Still
he
doing
said
it, yep.
every year this is the last.
When are we
one.
gonna get Idris Elba to star in it? I'd love to see that. I really would.
would
I
be
think
cool.
that'd be so badass.
It would be cool. Although
I
I
think he'd be a great
love
Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
He's a really good James Bond, and there's been a lot of James Bonds.
There has been.
25 films. That's crazy.
Well, I think that about does it for the movie news today, Cash.
That's all I got.
That's all I got, my friend. Follow us on Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. We're on Instagram, Have You Seen It? YouTube, type in Have You Seen It? This will be episode 118, Movie News. So type in Have You Seen It? episode 118, and you will be able to find us. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, guys. For whatever reason, our subscription on YouTube is not as good as our subscriptions to our actual audio. So go and check out our YouTube page, guys. We're recording right now.
If you want to see the face behind the voice.
Right, exactly.
Which got to say, not great.
Not as good. Yeah, I would say probably not. We also have a Facebook page now, guys, and we do daily updates on there too. So check out our Facebook page. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you can find podcasts. That's where we are because we don't mess around. We don't mess around on the Heavy Cena podcast, do we, Cash?
I don't mess around, no.
Nope.
Never.
So, yeah. Until next time.
Goodbye. Be safe out there in this national emergency. Carry a gun all
Seriously,
times.
at all times. I got one on my hip right now.
Carry two if you got them.
Yeah.